How do I eat cheap and stay compliant? Let's talk about it. Hey guys, welcome to Adamimmune. This channel is all about health, managing autoimmune disease, and weight loss. If that interests you, please subscribe below if you haven't already, and click on the bell icon right next to it. That way you see the videos as soon as they drop. In this video, I'm going to show you my 5 best tips for eating cheap on the autoimmune protocol. First off, I'm sure you're wondering, what do I consider cheap? Well, I spend about $50 every single week on just food. To some people that probably doesn't sound like a lot, and it really isn't. It's not even close to the national average, so I'm pretty sure if I can handle that, most people probably can. I started out on like $20 a month, and I really don't recommend people doing that. Please get enough calories. Please don't starve yourself. That's not going to help you out, especially in the long run. I don't buy in bulk on a consistent basis. Most of the food I buy comes straight from Walmart. I know there's some really great compliant foods that I've seen on Amazon, but it hasn't been a consistent food staple in my diet so far. No, none of the foods I eat are really that fancy. They are cheaper foods. So if you're looking for lobster and steak, this probably isn't the way to find it. You might check out another video. Number 1, steamable bagged vegetables. They are super cheap. Some of them are only like 88 cents per bag, and that's usually for about 12 ounces up to a 16 ounce. Some are $1. You can get cauliflower, broccoli, spinach, whatever you need. I usually buy like 10 or 20 at a time, and people kind of stare at it like, are you really eating that many vegetables, man? Are you? Not only is this a cheap way to get your vegetables in, it's also really convenient. Just put it in the microwave and 6 minutes later you've got good steamed vegetables. I highly recommend doing this. Don't make it harder on yourself. It's hard enough, especially in the beginning. Number 2, buy low-cost produce. By low cost, I mean you get a lot of produce for a low price per pound. Melons are usually the cheapest fruit. You can get, watermelon for like 17 cents per cup. It comes out to almost nothing. I mean, it's usually like, if it's in season, it's about $5 per watermelon, and you get like 10 pounds or maybe more. Carrots, sweet potato, cauliflower, and cabbage. Those are the other cheap vegetables. I highly recommend eating these. I eat them almost every single day. Sweet potato is one of the cheapest vegetables there are, and my favorite root vegetable. It's my carb of choice. It's probably one of the most versatile plant foods there are. I plan a lot of my meals around it in some form or another. It also doesn't hurt to look at discounted produce. I know I find mushrooms on sale all the time, probably because a lot of people don't like them, but I find like a 2-pound box for like $1, and you really can't beat that because usually it'd be like $4 or $5. It's a good deal. Number 3, blended meat. And I don't mean blended meat like blend it in the blender, but I mean, you can do that if you want. It's not weird. I do that sometimes. What I mean is, buy your grass-fed meat, your organic grass-fed meat, or your pasture-raised chicken. Take your healthy meat and blend it with 50% lean turkey. I mean very lean, at least 90%. It's extremely cheap, and it's okay because most of the toxins are stored in the fat of meat. So when you're eating lean turkey or maybe even chicken, it's usually fairly clean. I've never had an issue, and I am super sensitive, so if I can get away with it, I'm sure most people can too. Just be careful. Everyone's different. You might treat it like a reintro. But if you do this right, this can save you at least 25% on your meat bill alone every month. It's just a smart way to get by. And grass-fed beef is over $5 per pound, and I eat a lot of beef. A lot. Always check the labels as well, because sometimes you can buy turkey and it has some kind of spice extract in it or something. Rosemary's okay, but other stuff you're going to want to be careful with. Sometimes you're going to see natural flavors or artificial ingredients, and they don't have to tell you what's in it. It's crazy, I know, but they do it, and they can get away with it. Quick tip, if you put black pepper with the turkey beef mix, it tastes kind of like sausage. It's pretty good. And be wary of putting too much salt on your meat. Too much salt is not a good thing. But don't go completely without it. You will not feel good. I know I've done this a few times, and I've learned my lesson. Maybe. Number 4, buy in large containers. Buy large, especially when it comes to fat. So if you're buying olive oil, make sure it's the refined, organic, all that good stuff in a dark bottle. Or coconut oil. Coconut oil is usually cheaper if you buy a larger container of it. I've seen that on sale. Number 5, soup. Soup is stupid cheap. You can just throw in a vegetable, a fat, seasoning, and meat of your choice, of course, and that's it. I mean, let it simmer for a while, let it absorb all the flavors, and you know, you could pretty much throw anything you want in, and it's probably going to be good. And even if it's not, I'd probably still eat it anyway. I don't believe in wasting food. I like leftovers. Usually at the end of the week or the end of the month, I'll just throw whatever I have left in the fridge into a soup, and it's a leftover soup. You know, it's not always the tastiest, but you know, I get to use up all the ingredients that I haven't used that month, and maybe you create something new. You know, get a little creative. Maybe it's not awesome, but you know, it's fuel. Healthy fuel. I would like to add just one more thing to this list. It's not really a tip, it's more of an observation. If you have someone in your life that takes the time to cook for you, you know, special compliant food that you can actually eat, it's a big deal. Not so much financially, but more, you know, emotionally. Like in an uplifting way, you know. I have been eating this way for a really long time, and when someone goes out of their way, you know, in their day to make me something special, it means a lot. At least for me. I don't know, maybe that's weird, but that's just how I feel about it. And not all your friends are gonna cook for you. That's okay. You know, it's not everybody's passion. This has been my 5 tips for eating AIP Paleo compliant on a budget. If you enjoyed, go ahead and drop a like, smash that subscribe button, and comment below any tips that you might like to add to this list. Thanks for watching. See you next time.